You're now listening to the 1130 podcast. Enjoy the show.
I'm from the city, DC, that's where I'm from. 1130 podcast, Dre on wheels, he is the one. Let's get it, yeah. Who with me? Let's get it, yeah. Who with me? Yeah. I'm from the city, DC, that's where I'm from. Let's get it. 1130 podcast, Dre on wheels, he is the one. He the one, nigga. So let's get it, baby. He the one. Who with me? So he breathes, baby.
Yo, what it do, everybody? It's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. Y'all already know what it is, man. Welcome back, everyone, to the 1130 podcast. What's good, everybody doing out there on this Wednesday? We back at it. It's the middle of the week, man. You know what time it is. It's not 7:30. It's 11:30. It's time for the podcast, man. For real. Good morning to everyone who's listening to me on EB Radio this morning, man. Woo, woo. For real, man. Appreciate everyone who's listening and who's watching. Also, for those who are tuning in on YouTube, thank you guys so much. If you're new to the 1130 podcast YouTube channel, man, and it's your first time joining in, man, it's a vibe here. It's always dope here. Make sure you subscribe to the 1130 podcast YouTube channel, like it, leave a comment, and do all that great stuff. And don't forget to follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms. But you guys, man, there's gonna be another banger. I'm riding solo dolo, but that ain't gonna stop nothing, man. For real, that ain't gonna stop nothing. I thought I'd, vibe out, man. Vibe out here. Just hit the reset button on this episode, man, and just talk to everyone who's listening and everyone who's watching, man. I had a wonderful last couple of weeks, man. Just been blessed, and you gotta bless up, man, for everyone, man. For those who woke up this morning and those who are here, man, bless up for real. But the last couple of weeks, man, just been incredible as far as the podcast goes. I'm getting close to getting paid, trying to get paid to do what I'm doing, and putting the consistency in and work. So I love it, man. But like I've been saying, the last couple of weeks with the 100 episode, shout out to Aretha, Gator, Helen, Quan John, A. Millie, Chris, everyone who stopped past on that show. That was awesome. Even my guest from last week, Jimmy, shout you out, my guy. I appreciate you so much from all the kind words that you messaged me, hit me up, and just said, just keep vibing on, man. You came on the show last week and brought your sexy cool, man, to the show. Everyone from the EB Radio family enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, man. Just being here each and every week. So, man, it was a dope, man, really dope vibe. Everyone, man, got to stay with that positive energy. Surround yourself with some good ass energy, man, for real. It's going to radiate, for real. I had a bro, man, who came past to chill with me last week on for Raw, for Monday Night Raw, and I ain't chilled with him for in a long time, man. He's actually my niece's father, man. We used to work back in the day at the movie theater, man, and he was just like, yo, man, you home, man? And like I said, I ain't heard from him in a long time, and I was just about to brush it off a little bit, but I was just like, you know what, bro, man, come on through, man. And we chilled and we watched Raw, man. So when your vibe is popping, people want to spend time with you, man. Time is precious, man. You don't get that time back. So whoever you choose to spend your time with, or whoever chooses to spend their time with you, man, cherish that, man. Do the best you can do, whether it's laughing, whether it's reading a book, watching a movie, listening to the 1130 podcast, whatever it is, man. Just live life, man, for real. Because hey, man, some crazy stuff that's going on each and every day. But have people that's gonna radiate your vibe, man, or radiate your vibe, where you allow and have positive people, like-minded people, man, that attract towards you, man. So for real, I just want to definitely say that off Bucks, man, and say thank you to everyone who checked out the 100th episode and the 101 episode last week, like I said, with my man Jimmy, and the 99 episode with Uncle Russ and Money Dave from the Done Deal ENT podcast. I thank you guys so much. But it's the episode 102, and we back at it, man. It is November. Hope everybody's day is going well, man. We here, second week of November. So it's looking up, I guess. But it ain't looking too up for a certain individual. You guys, man, he been trending for the last couple of days. Hip hop artist Travis Scott, you guys. And as I say his name, we're going to go straight on into, you guys, the WTF moment of the week, you guys. Yes, WTF moment of the week. And before, I say what I'm going to say, prayers, man. Prayers go out to all the lives that was lost at the concert, man. And, at this, Asteroid World concert. And when I heard the story, man, I was just like, what happened?
The friends we spoke to tonight say within Travis Scott's first song that he performed, they realized they needed to get out. They needed to leave the Astroworld Festival. They say for as many people as wanted to get out of this packed, tight crowd, even more wanted to push their way to the front of the stage and get as close as they possibly could. This evening, they recalled for us the vivid looks of terror on so many faces. The friends tell us they consider themselves survivors.
They ruined Astrofest or Astroworld Fest. The first time it was something like, you go and you just have nothing but fun time, like fun stories to tell. And this time you barely make it out alive.
In the photo, 19-year-old Kaya Ritas and 20-year-old Zachary Scott took prior to Astroworld. Today, the friends were very subdued, traumatized, as they said.
This time at Astroworld, it was totally different. It was just like a concert from hell.
The way they described the scene at Energy Park Friday night is enough to rattle someone who wasn't even there. Unable to breathe, piles of people on the ground, some clawing on their clothes as a lifeline, trying to get up so they weren't trampled, pressed so close to strangers that you couldn't lift your arms or turn your head. They were trapped and helpless.
Who else could this go?
I was literally praying and I was like, please get me out of here. This is not how I want to go, please.
The friends say things escalated when Travis Scott took the stage and people pushed their way to the front. Both Ritas and Scott were rescued by strangers. They tried to get help for other people who were passed out, being stepped on, but the show continued. Scott lost a lot of respect for the musician who he was a big fan of prior to last night.
And people are blaming it on they're saying, oh, well, these people are all on drugs. I was stone cold sober the whole time and I could not get out of there.
Even after seeing the images of the concert, if you weren't there, Scott and Rita say it's tough to fully comprehend the vulnerable situation that thousands of people found themselves in.
That's not how a concert should be. You shouldn't have to be oh, okay, I have to fight either life or death to get out of this. And you might see a few dead bodies, but that's just a part of the experience.
Man, they are hot. They are on guard right now, man. Anything is too far or ain't right, cancel culture on you. But hey, I'm not going to speculate whether my man Travis Scott seen or didn't see anyone in the crowd or the audience, but the show still went on, and you seen multiple videos where a young lady, a guy, who's coming up to the camera people, coming up to the stage crew and stuff like that. And I'm guessing the people who was rushing the stage were kind of telling, hey, stop the show. We got people who, were just laid out, man. It's crazy, at a concert. And it was the deadliest concert, Man, oh man, I just feel real sad, man. And just, for the overwhelmed, first responders who were there and some of the videos, man, one specifically I'm not going to show, but one of them, man, when they was just trying to get, some of the people out, and I think it was a girl they were trying to get out, and she, landed on her head and stuff, man. It was just, it's crazy, man. And now at, every concert and everything, entertainment show you go to, Cat Williams was doing a show, I believe it was Saturday night, and a fan, passed out in the crowd, and he was like, "Yo, we're not gonna have another Asteroid World where the music performance, the entertainment artist keeps going on, the show goes on, no, we're not gonna have that. We're gonna stop and we're gonna wait and we're gonna get help, and anything like that." So, oh man, I don't know. I'm just going to say one thing, this seems like something, at a, and I hate to put it, on a hip hop, but this seems like, where okay, Travis Scott, on stage and in his view or so, he see cop cars and ambulances. That's fine for him. You feel me? That's another concert for him. You feel me? But man, that is real sad. And then the apology video or sending his condolences out. My man looked like he was on something. He seemed like he wasn't right. He wasn't prepared for it. I don't know, but WTF, man. Like for real, like real sad. Condolences out to everyone who lost their lives, man. And people, like I was saying, 50,000 people came out to that event, and just wanted to enjoy some music. Drake popped up and everything, but in my opinion, when I was just mentioning, my bro, came over and watched Raw, and he was just sitting there and was just like, yo, man, none of them people got masks on. And I was like, yeah, they don't, man. And I'm like, man, they in Providence, Rhode Island. That's some type, that's some city and state, where they all probably vaccinated, and they all agree, and they prerogative is they don't want that mask stuff, But hey, man, to each his own on that right there. But yo, man, I'm not about to be at a 50,000. Like I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I really don't know. All jammed up for a music now wrestling event now. I ain't gonna try to sit and play one side and but crazy, man, crazy. It's still a pandemic going on out here, and you got cities and counties and states or whatever is putting the restrictions back in for the face mandate and all this. But yo, these businessmen and these corporations, bro, gonna make their money regardless, man. I tell you, they gonna make their money regardless. It's crazy. For real, man. The holiday season is upon us, man. It's not a time that we should be losing our loved ones, man, to something senseless, man, and just stuff that that. Come on, man. For real. Like Thanksgiving is coming up. We want our loved ones to be together, to be at the table, eating whatever they eating. I had this talk with my fiance. As I move on here on the podcast, talking about Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving, man, it's just been the same. It's been the same old Thanksgiving. Of course, Thanksgiving, we're gonna have some mac and cheese. We're gonna have some collard greens. We're gonna have some yams, though. But do we always gotta have some turkey, though? That's just my opinion, though. Like I grown up, everything I couldn't stand. The only thing about Thanksgiving for real, that was real dope to me. I mean, besides my grandma, she's no longer living. Rest in peace, grandma. And some other family members, Uncle Rick, and everyone, who's no longer here. But man, when we were young, man, Thanksgiving was just a day that we just got fly. You feel me? It was a day we got fly. We all dressed up. You feel me? We got fly like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, all the way up until maybe like 6 or 7. It's time to eat or so. You feel me? And other than that, we laying back, we chilling. But man, I don't know. Me, I want some fried chicken. You feel me? Now going on about 9 years with my fiance now. They getting introduced to how they family do Thanksgiving. Once I saw that they fried chicken on Thanksgiving, man, I was like, hold up, wait a minute, for real. Because ever since me and my fiance, after been together, going on 9 years, man. But ever since I've been around them, man, been over their house for Thanksgiving, man, they throw down, and when I mean throw down, they put a little fried chicken on the menu. Now, like I said, man, growing up, it was the traditional Thanksgiving. It was turkey, it was ham, fried chicken wasn't the thing, me personally, anybody know me, I can go for a burger right about now. You feel me? I know, we ain't even got to 12 o'clock noon yet, but I can go for a burger. I ain't gonna turn down a burger. I ain't gonna turn down a burger though, but I ain't gonna have that for Thanksgiving. But I would love to have some fried chicken or something, like to mix it up or something. Me, I'll be like a all you can eat type for Thanksgiving though. Like, why do we just have to have the traditional same old stuff every year for Thanksgiving? That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion, I don't know. I think, in a way we got to buck tradition, do your own thing, do your own thing. Shout out once again to my guy, Quan John, who came on, man, was talking about like how, our mommy used to bake the cake, at 6 p.m. You ain't got to bake the cake at 6 p.m. You can bake the cake at midnight if you want to bake the cake at midnight. Let it sit, so you can get a nice piece in the afternoon or take to work or whatever the case may be. You feel me? Like, that's just my opinion, be something no one else can be, man. And that is yourself. For real. Be something no one else can be, and that is yourself. You feel me? Everyone out here trying to be so many other people, especially with social media, man, you can be anybody. You feel me? Anybody. And I mentioned a couple of times here on the podcast, if you haven't heard of, or seen the show on Netflix called The Circle, like literally, man, it's a really a dope show. It really is, though. But it's like certified catfish all the way, with certain people, though. But you can be anybody you want to be in this world, in this day and age, bruh. For real. You feel me? Like, I talked with Kendra Crump, shout out to her, who was on the podcast. When you get robotic or just certain people email you and DM you, at the end of the show, I always tell people, email me, DM me if you would like to be on the show, and then when you get DMs and stuff like that, or emails from, people who are trying to promote the podcast or do this, like, come on, man. Like, come on, I'm all serious. Like, people could, you could be anybody. That could be anybody on the other side just trying to, scam you into something, man, because that's what everybody on nowadays, right? You feel me? The young youth, they can't get a job, probably got a felony, or you can't just keep a job. So, motherfucker, they just out here just scamming. That's the new thing now, scamming. Doing scamming things, and for real. Nobody can't find nothing. Okay, if you good at scamming, then won't you be something productive? The opposite of being a scammer, Everybody drop a comment. I can't think of the opposite of being a scammer right now, of just being not a scammer. But you feel me? Like, man, do something that you love to do. Put something, positive into it, man. Like, if, you good at counting money, work at a bank. Work at a bank. You feel me? If you like teaching or you like being around kids, be a teacher. Work at a school or something. Do something productive with your time, man. For real. It is so much, it's so much time in a day, but bro, you can't get that time back once it's gone. Once it's gone, it's gone. So for real, like each and every day, and even on, at the podcast, on my social media pages, I try to, inspire you, stay uplifted, ask my guests what inspires them, because you got to have something that motivates you, that pushes you, that drives you each and every day, whether that's, the Lord, whether that's God, whether that's your kids, or, whether it's your podcast, or whether that's your, whatever you're doing in life, you need something, that I believe, that can, remind you like, okay, I can still go at it. Okay, yes. I'm not going to give up. It's so easy to give up. It's so easy to just fall back and just say, fuck it, man. Like, man, for real. But you guys, man, we're going to move on here on the podcast, you guys, man. I hope everybody adjusted to daylight saving time, Saturday night, Sunday morning. I mean, you had that extra hour of sleep and stuff, but man, I was wide awoke, man. I was wide awoke, man. I'm like, man, you know what? Thank you, Jesus, on this Sunday, man. For real. Let's get at it, though. But do we really have to do this? The only thing about daylight savings time, man, I was like, do we really have to do this every year, man? At least the part that's in the fall, though. Like the spring forward, you lose that, the extra hour of sleep or whatever. But man, do it really have to get dark at 5 o'clock, 4:50? I can't take it, man. That is so depressing. That is so depressing, man, for real. Like, man, oh man, like at times, man, especially like a couple of years ago, man, it just, just when life wasn't, right, and just trying to just figure out stuff, and you just lost, and just, man, like I used to go to bed 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, drinking, chilling with my buddy up night, playing Call of Duty and shit. You feel me? And, waking up the next day, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, You feel me? And you only got 3 hours of daylight. Only 3 hours of daylight. By 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, it's dark. Bro, that should be depressing, man. It was so depressing, bro. I just be like, man, just get the day over with, man. For real, man. I talk about it in my docu-series, man. For everyone, man, that is coming to the EB Network, you guys. It is coming to EB Network, so stay tuned. Follow EB Network on Instagram, for real. And you can enjoy it on the 1130 Podcast YouTube channel also. But yo, I talked about it a lot, man. You know, just feeling lost, you know, just not knowing who you are, not being comfortable in your own skin. You know, like that's another thing my guy was saying last week, my man Jimmy, you know, just about being comfortable in your own skin. And a long time, man, for the longest, I fought to be comfortable in my own skin. I fought to just try to feel comfortable in my own skin. You know, with the world being so judgmental and so vicious and cruel, man, and just, you know, me having eczema, man, and, you know, a couple of weeks ago, even over the summer, you know, a couple of episodes where I had my tank top on and, you know, I had guns out blazing, you know, but yo, man, I could not do that, man. I could not do that growing up, bro. Like, I couldn't, you know, I wasn't that confident within myself. You know, I had a conversation, you know, shout out to Helen also on her podcast, you know, just when she was talking about have I ever, you know, tried Self Affirmation, you know, hope I said that right too. But no, man, I didn't try, you know, looking in the mirror and it's like, okay, I look good today. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I might say it, you know, feel that, you know, I might feel good, you know, on that Thanksgiving day when we had to dress up looking fly that whole day. But nah, I'm just playing. But yeah, man, I didn't tell myself, you know what I mean? Certain people may have, you know, told me, of course, my family, man, it's my mom, sisters, or whatever girl that was attracted to me who, you know, sort of who rode the school bus with me or not. But it wasn't that many, you know, that I felt like, okay, you know, the regular able-bodied, 5'5", you know, who's like the girl in school who's pretty that every dude like or whatever like that, but you don't have no chance at her, you know, you don't have no chance at her. So it was like, nah, I really never, you know, really got that, you know. So man, I had to fight very hard, man. So yeah, I'm wearing this sweater right now because I want everybody, man, to go to the 1130 Podcast Instagram page, man, and pick you up some merchandise for real. I ain't playing with you. Pick you up some merchandise. The 1130 Podcast hoodie. Once again, shout out to my guy Morrow, man. I'm about to get into some shout outs for real. Shout out to my guy Morrow, man, for real, who was on the podcast earlier this year, along with CC from Cleveland. And yeah, man, he designed this logo for me. I thank you so much. You can go follow him at The Sound of My Voice, at The Sound of My Voice podcast. Go check him out for real. He's dope. He really dope. Thank you so much, Mario J, for designing this logo right here, man, on this design on this hoodie. But you guys, man, go get a shirt. Go get some tank tops, man. Go get some gear for real. The holiday season is coming up for all my black folks. Don't be hitting me up and be like, yo, man, when you gonna have that Black Friday deal? Look, I'm just getting started. I need some, you know, help so I can be like, yo, maybe next Black Friday roll around, or when next Black Friday roll around, I could be like, yo, I got some deals for you and everything, man. For real, go cop something, man. I know your baby mama, I know your side chick needs some gear for real, so she can stop wearing your stuff around the house or something. But for real though, man, like shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to everyone, man. I when I get into the shout outs, I kind of like, you know, lose focus. Hey, yo, shout out, I gotta say shout out to my guys, the Dirty Hills, man. Yes, Kenneth Stones, aka Kofi Wheatston, and my guy Good Brother Bode, who was on Talk Pro Wrestling this past Friday. It was awesome having you guys on, man. It really was, man, chopping it up. Those guys are one of, if not the dopest wrestling podcast out there. You know, they from New York, man. Go follow them. Dirty Hills _132 on Instagram. But yo, man, I appreciate you guys stopping past, man, and just dropping some wrestling, man, and just chatting it up for real. Once again, shout out to the whole EB Radio family. I love it each and every week here on the podcast. Shout out to the Ride the Wave podcast, man. They be wavy every morning, man. They be really wavy and stuff. So, yo, man, I love it. I love it, you guys. But yo, shout out to Helen. Shout out to my guy, A. Millie. Shout out to Babe. Shout out to my mama. For real, Mama Cherry. I love you, Mama Cherry. I know she probably at work right now. But yo, shout out to everyone who support the 1130 podcast, man. Like I was just saying, for my guys, Dirty Hills, it's not 7:30, it's 11:30, man. For real, each and every Wednesday. We lit here. Yo, there's been a great one here this Wednesday on EB Radio and YouTube. I want to thank everyone for vibing with the 1130 podcast. For real, man. I appreciate it a lot. This is awesome. I love it, man. But you guys, man, I'm going to pay some quick bills here. on the podcast and on the radio, here on EB Radio and YouTube. And when we come back, the show is going to continue, man, for real. You're listening and you're watching to the 1130 podcast. Don't go nowhere.
Let's get it. You know it. Yeah, they gon' hate, but they ain't stopping this. I'ma keep making hits. Dre and Wills, you know it ain't no copying. Was you sitting there on the carpet with us? Yeah, we knew we had some options. We blessed, we ain't got them problems. Speak something.
You put a lot of time, energy, and effort into creating your podcast. We believe you should be rewarded for that. Introducing Ads by Anchor, a better way for podcasters to earn without compromising the listener experience. There are 3 flexible options. First up, ambassador ads. Once you're eligible, you can start earning money by telling others about Anchor in your podcast. Then there's automated ads, which allows creators to tap into top brands through the Spotify Audience Network. Simply select where you'd like sponsor-read ads to appear in your show. They'll be automatically inserted and tailored to listeners' interests. And for Anchor creators with the highest listener engagement, there's premium sponsorships. We'll match you with brands that want to advertise on your show. You pick which ones to read for in your own voice. Podcast monetization is within reach for more creators and easier than ever with Ads by Anchor. Made for everyone, powered by Spotify.
Welcome to EB Radio, the hottest new radio.
Everyone has something to say, a story to tell. We make it easy to share yours. So let's talk.
Regardless of your podcast setup, hit record. And from there, whether your podcast reaches 10 people or 10 million, we can help you get heard wherever listeners are.
And who knows, maybe even quit your day job.
But no matter who hears you, it's about connecting and sharing something from your perspective.
It's about having a voice and using it without anything standing in your way. Say it all with Anchor.
Yo, what up? This your boy Kenneth Stones, a.k.a. Coffee Weaston. This your boy D.O.E. Good Brother Bowl. And we are the Dirty Hills. You already know, man, you tuning in to 1130 podcast. Mm-hmm. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Dude, that's my job. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Yeah. And you have been Dirty Hills approved.
From the bottom, then it feel more awesome. Don't be scared of us. Just approach with caution. 1130 podcast, nigga, is you watching? I'm from the city, DC, that's where.
Welcome back to the 1130 podcast, you guys. We here on EB Radio and YouTube. Appreciate everyone sticking with me throughout the commercial break, man. It's been an exciting show, really dope show, man, for real. Hey, yo, before we move on too far, we got the holiday seasons coming up. I gotta ask a question. I want everybody to hit me up or leave a comment down below. For real, this is the question of the week. I thought I'd bring back the question of the week because me and my fiance was having a little debate. So I want to ask you guys, what colors are supposed to go on your Christmas tree? Or what colors do you use on your Christmas tree? Baby say, okay, you gonna put up the Christmas tree? I say, all right. What colors we gonna put on it? I say, Christmas colors. She don't say, no, why Christmas colors? So I mean, like green, and red. Like, what's wrong with that? She was like, no, like that's gonna make your tree look old. Especially with the little fluffy little whatever little Joan is. I can't even think. She said it make your tree look old. So I'm like, babe, really? I think you bougie though. Is it me or what? Like, for real? Come on, fellas. What, like, ladies? What? Like, what you guys put on your Christmas tree? Help me, please. But you guys, man, we gonna get back into the show right now, man. Yo, it's time for a new segment because I'm always, being the creative guy that I try to be, and that I am, you know, hey, it's time for a new segment on the podcast, you guys. It's time for the 1130 podcast. Did I just see that? Yes, man. For real. Did I just see that? Yes. Each weekend on the podcast, man, I'm break down some stuff. Did I just see that? Whether it's some weird shit, whether it's some funny shit, or whether it's some really cool, awesome, and inspiring stuff. And I know some of you guys probably like, man, ain't that a little similar to the WTF? Nah, man, it ain't, man, for real. So mind your business. But nonetheless, did I just see that? You guys, man, Lightyear, man. Lightyear, not Buzz Lightyear, but, Lightyear. Got a new movie. It's coming out next year in the summer, though. Yes, it's sort of about Buzz Lightyear, though, but I don't have the problem about the movie at all. It's going to be great. They're exploring some stuff or whatever. But, did y'all see my man Buzz Lightyear, though? I'm like, that don't even look like Buzz Lightyear. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. Did I see that? And everything that's going around like Buzz Lightyear just too fly. It's like too fly. Like, that's what I'm saying, though. Why you got to be so icy? Why you got to be all drippity drip Buzz Lightyear, man? For real, like what? Or like I don't understand it. I really don't. Like Buzz Lightyear, just a little bit too fly to me. I mean, when I was growing up, my man had his, he had his shield, he had his little to infinity and beyond. And now Buzz Lightyear is just a little too smooth now. I mean, I understand we all got to grow up though, but I mean, I think they just be killing the vibes when they put these old remakes and stuff like that. They just came out with the new Rugrats. Like, can y'all just leave us? Just quit touching shit. Hashtag quit touching shit. For real, man. Just stop it at all, man. For real. Next one, you guys. Did I just see that? On this next, did I just see that, you guys, man? Over the weekend, relaxing and chilling, man. I was, indulging into some documentaries. I'm a big documentary guy. For those who can't tell, my documentary out on YouTube, but nonetheless, man, this one was deep, man. It was about history. I like the true crime documentaries and history documentaries that, expose and tell the story of what went down years and years, man, ago, where, way before I was even here and a bunch of other people. But Attica, New York, it was about a prison and about prisoners also who took over the prison back in 1971, man. And this prison was 70% Black. And I'm not going to give it none away. I'm going to show a little sneak peek here. And, for those who are listening, could, check it out. But man, you got to go check it out. If you're a big history person, especially, what goes on in this country surrounding Black history and just American history in general, man. I think there's something you could check out. It is, hard to watch. I want to say for certain people, maybe the last maybe 40 minutes or so. But man, oh man, where, these guys just, wanted to be treated like human beings, although they are in prison, they didn't want it to be treated like dogs. They didn't want it to be treated like, less than, and like I said, and I mentioned this prison was 70% Black and, with the other 30% being, Puerto Rican, Latino, and some being white, the white, in this documentary, you got a white guy who's saying, yeah, man, I had to pay the white card. I know I'm white, but I can get a couple more meals a day versus than the Black people, they only getting barely nothing, man. And, they wrote down these demands to try to, have a peaceful environment in prison. And I know a lot of people like, man, you're in prison, man. You're a criminal. Why do you need a peaceful environment? But man, oh man, they did not, get the demands met. And the police came in there, man, Attica, New York, and killed just about all of them, bro. Just about. It was crazy. It was crazy. Check this out.
Fear.
There was 70% Black and brown prisoners, all white guards. What could go wrong?
Grab the guards, grab the keys.
All hell broke loose.
Tell me this, are these primarily Blacks?
Guys were complaining about the basic things like toothpaste. A roll of toilet paper lasts you a month.
The inmates were considered like animals.
They beat you up in your cell and then they take you to segregation, and sometimes you don't come back.
Have the inmates made any demands?
There are all kinds of demands for change in the whole world.
This had to be mediated, otherwise it was going to end in disaster. They wanted to use those weapons.
Put your hands in the air and you will not be harmed.
You will not be harmed. You will not be harmed. But that was bullshit.
They want to kill us. We are men.
He was waking up America. Somebody had to take a stand.
Yo, man, really, did I just see that, man? That was real crazy, man. Real crazy, man. Yes, new segment here on the podcast, man. Give it up for yourselves, man. I appreciate it so much, man. I try to keep, having something new and fresh here each and every week with the 11:30 podcast, you guys. But we're going to move on here on the podcast. And speaking of that, I just see that. Remember last week, man, my WTF moment, man, where the guy, Amazon delivery guy, was letting this, lady out the back of the van and stuff like that, hopped out all smooth and happy. Yes, the Amazon delivery guy has responded.
Video, that's my partner, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like I know her personally. You know what I'm saying?
And for what reason was she in the back of the Amazon truck?
See, I was doing my job, just like, you know what I'm saying? Amazon, I was delivering packages. She was back there. We wasn't really doing. See, everybody misprescripting the video. You know what I'm saying? Rent is high in Tampa. Everything just high. You know what I'm saying? I just making ends meet, basically, if you get what I'm saying. I felt like losing my job was the most that they could honestly do for me. There was no packages reported missing. Nothing was reported stolen. You know what I'm saying? It was just the incident just went viral. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what cost me my job. The incident going viral. Like, if y'all could get reports, y'all would see that wasn't nothing stolen, wasn't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Nothing took. Never have anything been took while I was driving or working at Amazon. So, I'm pretty sure that's the reason that I lost my job, is the video going super viral. And I kind of knew it too. Once I seen the video going viral, once it hit to like 1 million views on TikTok, I kind of knew it because I know Amazon's strict. So I knew I was going to lose my job after the video was posted. I was just trying to, that was one time incident. Honestly though, look, I honestly did what any other man in America would do. Basically, I'm saying any other man in America would do what I did. I guarantee it, because I know you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It honestly, I just look at it like it is what it is now. You feel me?
And again, what were you doing in the back of the truck?
My job.
All right.
What's Amazon? What do Amazon drivers do?
I've never worked for Amazon, so I'm hoping you can maybe explain that to us. Like, what was the...
I'm saying, you don't know what Amazon drivers do?
I hope they deliver packages to our front door.
Exactly. You just said what that's exactly what I was doing. Delivering packages.
Yo, throughout all that, my man said, man, I don't be doing what y'all be thinking, man. I think it just got blown out of a little proportion, man. I be in the back dancing and singing and stuff like that. So, I mean, hey, you got to do what you got to do. I think he kind of like made that video up because, the other one just went viral. Like, it was just, come on, though. Like, you heard him in the video. Like, I'm delivering back. Hey, ain't nothing come up missing. Ain't nothing. Hey, for real, though. But you guys, man, we going to move on here on the podcast, you guys. Yo, I said shout out to my guys, Dirty Hills. They stopped past last Friday on Talk Pro Wrestling to join me, man. It was a dope time chopping it up with my guys, man, to chat some wrestling. But yo, for everyone, tune back in this Friday for the 11:30 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. Man, oh man, after last Friday, the huge news came out of the releases of some huge big talents. Nia Jax, Keith Lee, Frankie Monet, man, the list goes on and on and on. And I'm just so sad for a lot of, like, this round of talent. I think it was real sad more than a lot of them. A lot of them were shocking. But this round right here, which I'm going to talk more on this Friday, you guys join me, was a lot sad, especially for Frankie Monet, who came into NXT, throughout the whole rebranding and stuff like that. and she just never had the opportunity, the chance to make it up to the main roster. Nia Jax, battling mental health issues. She wanted to take a little break off. They gave her a break. They told her to come back within 2 weeks or so of November. She asked for more time off. She got fired. And of course, Dave Meltzer is reporting that a lot of these releases were because of the talent who choose to not get vaccinated. You know, that's everybody's prerogative, man. But man, yo, hey, they gonna put that on it. They're gonna put that on every company, every major company that's out there. You know, if you have employees, they need to be vaccinated. They're gonna make that a thing, man. So whether you choose not or choose to, that's your prerogative. But I don't think no one should be forced to do whatever they want to do. This is the United States of America. You know, I mean, we can go on and on. I'm not gonna be political about anything here, but that's that. But nonetheless, you guys, join me this Friday, you guys. They released it. Keith Lee. He was another one, man, who they just couldn't figure stuff out with him. And, you know, rumors was go around that he had an attitude problem. Listen here, I have an attitude problem too. You feel me? After what y'all did with me and NXT and how y'all built me and, you know, pushed me in this direction, made me the North American champion, made me the NXT champion at the same damn time. You feel me? I beat Adam Cole. Not only that, I come up to the main roster and y'all ain't got nothing planned for me. Hold up, wait a minute. Before that, I had this great matchup in the Survivor Series a couple of years ago when NXT was involved in Survivor Series, and I was the last person standing against Roman Reigns. Like, come on. You feel me? And Roman shakes his hand. You got it. Can't wait to see you down the road. Mark Henry gives him good credit. And you guys release him and his wife, Mia Yim, who y'all just fucked up in a way, which, you know, when y'all put her in, what was the group name? Retribution. Like, I don't understand that. Like, Mia Yim was a great contender, great women's wrestler in NXT. You feel me? When she was having great matches with Bianca Belair. Don't let me get started on Bianca Belair now. But I mean, just, you know, great things. And now she's gone now. So it's really, really, really sad to, you know, see Karrion Kross. You know, a fan said, yo, man, can I have the mask that you wore? It was like, nobody want that piece of shit. I didn't even want it. You feel me? Like, I didn't really was too fond of him before WWE. You know, knew a lot of, got notice of him and stuff for NXT, but, you know, they released Scarlett also. Didn't even bring her up. You know, like I said, you guys, join me this Friday on Talk Pro Wrestling, man. Yo, it's gonna get real heated, man. It's gonna get real heated. Just like that daggone promo between CM Punk and Eddie Kingston last Friday night, man. Ooh, it's gonna be heated. But you guys, man, man, it was exciting to be here on the podcast as it is each and every week, you guys. I thought I'd take this week as my week here on the podcast to just chat what I'm gonna chat, or, you know, break in what I'm gonna break in, or whatever like that. I got some amazing guests that's coming up in the next coming weeks. And yes, you guys, the 2-year anniversary of the 1130 podcast is coming up next month. Yes, stay tuned to the 1130 podcast social media platforms for more details, man. It's been a great show. I thank everyone for tuning in on EB Radio. Yes, man. We about to get back to some dope music. It's coming. Just be patient, man, for real. But yo, if you guys are watching on YouTube, and for everyone who are watching, make sure you download the free EB Radio app right now, man. Playing all your dopest hip hop, R&B, gospel souls, man, pop, you name it, exclusive podcasts like Ride the Wave, man, and Helen each and every other Monday, you know, and Ride the Wave every Wednesday. You missed it. If you listen to me now and you didn't catch it this morning, you missed it at 8:30 a.m., man, for real. For real, and dope DJ. So tune in each and every day for EB Radio and every Wednesday for the 1130 podcast and some dope exclusive content here on EB Radio, man, for real. And yo, man, I thank everyone who tuned in to the show today. It's been a great one. Before I go and get on out of here and go get some brunch or lunch or whatever you want to call it, don't forget to follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the 1130 podcast. Like the 1130 podcast on Facebook and subscribe. Yes, once again, subscribe to the 1130 podcast YouTube channel. Yes, tell a friend about the 1130 podcast. Tell a neighbor. tell someone about it. I'm pretty sure when I be doing a podcast, man, these walls be thin in my house, man. I'm pretty sure they probably can hear me too. So, hey, if you hear me talking, check out the 1130 podcast, for real. Oh, man, I'm always having fun here. Always as well. If you'd like to be a guest here on the podcast, email me. That's the 1130podcast@gmail.com, or just DM me on social media so we can work, baby, for real. For real, so we can work, man. It's been a hell of a day. It's been an awesome one, man. Like I said, I got some amazing guests coming up in the next coming weeks, you guys, and we're going to do it real big here on the 1130 podcast, you guys. And once again, go get you some gear from the 1130 podcast merchandise store. Hit the link in the bio on the 1130 podcast Instagram page. Yes, go get you some, man, and support it. Take a picture in it, share it, do all that stuff, man, for real. I appreciate it a lot. I really do. It's been an awesome one. I'm about to get on out of here. It's Wednesday, you guys. Stay inspired. Inspire someone. Stay blessed. Stay safe, for real, man. Please stay safe, man. We gotta get to 2022 and 2023 and beyond, man, for real. And beyond, man, for real. Man, that new Buzz Lightyear, man, he's just too fly for me, man. I think I'm gonna check it out though, because I love Toy Story though. But I think they should just leave some stuff alone, man. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Hollywood ain't got no more good ideas, man. Everything is just recycled. So you got to be a really creative mind and genius to come up with some ideas. And when you get it, you got to stamp that joke, because somebody will steal it. For real, man. Yo, it's been another dope one. Again, like I said, man, it's Wednesday. Yo, tell a friend about the 1130 podcast. Follow me, you guys. Go get a shirt. Go get a hoodie. Stay blessed, stay safe. Give all the glory to God, man. Won't he do it? Yo, it's your man Dre, a.k.a. Dre on Wheels. And I'm out.
I'm from the city, DC, that's where I'm from. 1130 podcast, Dre on Wheels, he is the one. Let's get it, yeah. Who with me? Let's get it, yeah. Who with me? Yeah. I'm from the city, DC, that's where I'm from. Let's get it. 1130 podcast, Dre on Wheels, he is the one.
He the one, nigga.
So let's breeze, baby.
He the one.
Who with me? So let's breeze, baby. Let's get it. You with me? Yeah, they gon' hate, but they ain't stopping this. I'ma keep making hits. Dre and Wills, you know it ain't no copying. Was you sitting there on the carpet with us? Yeah, we knew we had some options. We blessed, we ain't got them problems. Speak something that I gotta be honest. Told him he was gonna blow, and that's my promise.